Hey guys, it's Kelly, and it is a cold day here in Missouri, but I am really excited because I have the brand new 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe. This is the SEL trim. It has an MSRP of $37,600. This particular model is all-wheel drive. It's snowing or hailing or sleeting or something, but let's get into it. Okay, it's freezing, but let's talk about the exterior. So like I said, it's been completely redesigned for 2021, and I love it. It looks like a mini Palisade. I actually prefer the exterior of the Santa Fe to the Palisade though. I think while it's still very futuristic, it definitely isn't too far right. If you look, we have like a nice honeycomb chrome grille right here, a lot of nice chrome, some beautiful hood lines. These kind of Palisade-esque headlights, these are LED. These are called the daytime running lights. These are actually on all the time, which gives the car just an awesome look when you're driving down the road. We've got some additional body color and chrome elements there. Overall, loving the front end. Let's move to the side. Okay, so from the side, I do think it looks similar to the old Santa Fe. We've got a belt line that continues all the way across. In this particular SEL, we've got like a dual chrome handle, which is kind of nice. Chrome all around the windows, a chrome like faux running board, and then a chrome roof rail as well. So a lot of nice elements. The wheels are two-tone. Not my favorite wheel design, but there's a lot of options on the Santa Fe. So make sure you stay tuned until the end of the video because I'm actually going to build my own Santa Fe and talk about which trim level I think is the most worth it. Okay, taking a look at the back end, nothing really too exciting or too different. I do like the wraparound taillights that kind of get thinner. I was excited about this bar, but I don't think it is a lie. I think it just works as a reflective. But nonetheless, I think it gives it a nice look. We have our Santa Fe logo right here with the cute little sun. Isn't that cute? This particular one, like I said, is all-wheel drive. It's a 4-cylinder. It's also available in a turbocharged 4. I kind of wish they would have hid this thing underneath like they did in the new Sorento. I just think it cleans at the back end a little bit. But overall, it's fine. I like the front end a lot better. Okay, here's a shot of me in the driver's seat. Pretty comfortable overall. It's definitely smaller than the Palisade, but I still have great visibility. I have decent head clearance. Seats are very plush, very soft. The beautiful leather wrapped around steering wheel. As far as my visibility goes, I can see pretty well. I have great visibility out of the trunk. The windows are a nice size. The panoramic sunroof lets in a lot of natural light. So overall, liking it from the driver's perspective. If you look at some of the design elements in the car, I love this. Hyundai does this so well. The fact that they can put this many beautiful materials in the car and keep this car under $40,000, I think is awesome. I love the contrast stitching. I love this like textured speaker with the Harman Kardon chrome. Also, Harman Kardon is like the same sound system that's in a BMW, so that's awesome. And then we even have some faux carbon fiber up here. So overall, a lot of beautiful materials that don't look random, but that look really nicely designed. The side cubbies are okay. You know, there's only a 5-passenger vehicle, so I wasn't expecting anything too crazy. Here's a Starbucks Grande for reference. That's dangerous. Wouldn't do that. Oh gosh, what did I get? Chestnut praline latte. It was okay. Okay, I'm loving this cockpit feel that I have in this car. The way that the center console kind of bridges up kind of gives me like minivan vibes, but I'm not in a minivan, which is exciting. And are you kidding? I love this. A little wallet holder, purse holder, just like a little extra catch-all. Oh, and then we've got a 12-volt and another USB. Fun! Okay, let's talk about the infotainment system. I really like it. We played with it a little bit. You do have Apple CarPlay in this car, but I kind of want to dive in and talk about this for a second. So just like you do in the Palisade, you have a lot of fun driver's assistance features. For example, we have quiet mode. What this does is it actually decreases the volume in the second row. So if you had sleeping children, you'd only hear that up here. I really like that. We also have passenger talk. So the front microphone will pick up the driver's voice and play it through the rear speakers. You can access it there, or if you just hit the star button, you can very quickly say, "Kids, where do you want to go to lunch today?" And they're able to hear you without you turning around, which of course is a safety hazard. So I really like that. A couple of other fun bells and whistles to talk about. If we go to our setup and then we hit the vehicle, and then we hit cluster, you can select theme, you can actually change your display. So it is a digital display. I love digital displays. I think they are so fun, and I like that you can change the different ones. So this is what Classic A looks like. I actually think that one's kind of cute. You also have Classic B, a little bit more simple. classic C, a little sporty with some red. And then the cube is definitely my favorite. It feels very futuristic. I feel like I'm playing a video game and I'm winning because this car is only $37,000. Okay, let's talk about some more driver's assistance amenities. I really like how these buttons are set up. So instead of them being, you know, plastered on here, they kind of slope down. I think it makes it a lot more user-friendly and easier to use. I think the carbon fiber and the chrome element around it is absolutely gorgeous. This is a little much for me. It's like very big just to change a driving mode, but it's fine. The instrument or the shifter will take some getting used to, but I do like it better than a car was in recently because all of the buttons, they're all a push button. Some of the other cars you see that are set up like this, it's like the reverse is a switch, the neutral's a knob, they're all different, so I like that it's just a button for every single time. We've got heated seats. If you move down to the cup holder situation, I'm not obsessed, I'm gonna be honest. So you have this little area that you could hide, I guess. You've got a USB, and then you've got this cup holder. It fits a grande Starbucks cup. I can tell you it's not the most fabulous cup holder I've ever seen. This one also, it fits things, but they're pretty narrow. I also just don't get like the two-tone. Like to me, that's so, I don't really get that. And then this is actually the wireless charger, which is really cool. In a lot of other cars, the wireless charger, you have to like lay your phone face down kind of away from you. This one, it just clips right in and then it's wireless charging. So I think that is really nice. I love having a place to put your phone. It also keeps your phone safer, especially if you were to get in an accident. It's a phone can become a huge projectile. So having a designated place to put your phone, I think is awesome. Moving to the center console, we got a little change collector. For reference, this is an iPhone 11. So, you know, it's not huge, but it's not that huge of a car. So I'm not going to knock her too hard on that. We've got, let's check this out. Oh my gosh, this mirror's huge. That's a good size mirror. A really pretty panoramic sunroof. I like it. I mean, it's got everything you need and it's so pretty to look at. Here I am in the second row. I cannot believe how much room I have. I have this seat set for myself. I'm really tall. And look at my knee clearance. I have so much room. We've got sunshades, love that. A pretty shallow side cubby, but it's fine. And then that same kind of speaker and chrome element into the second row, as well as the contrast stitching. So I really, really like that. This kills me, Hyundai. Hyundai, give us an answer. Why does only one get a side back pocket? Why is that? I don't get it. We've got some nice lights, some pretty tiny vents back here, actually, I'm not gonna lie. And of course, no ceiling vents. We do have 2 USBs. If you look in here, we've got our cup holders. As far as my comfort goes, the seat is really nice. Both this seat and the seat behind the passenger are very wide. If you look, I have this bolster right here, so I am fitting in it great. Let me go to the middle seat. Middle seat's actually really narrow. It's like a very narrow middle seat. And then this seat is the same as this one. So I think it's gonna fit really well for 2 car seats. I think it would be very hard to put 2 car seats and have a person in the middle, let alone a car seat. So I think it's great if you have 1 or 2 car seats. But with this middle seat being the width that it is, I mean, that's really, look at it. That's the middle seat. That's like the size of one of my thighs. So I'm not obsessed. Now, let's get a car seat in and see how that looks. All right, let's take a look at a rear-facing car seat. So again, I've set this seat for myself. I put it in the second recline position and I still have a lot of nice clearance. Guys, this car works great for car seats. And then here is a shot of the Graco Extended Fit forward facing. I have not installed them today only because we're using someone's personal car seat, not mine. We had to come to their house to borrow it, so we're kind of in a little bit of a time crunch. But it fits great, all the headrests are removable. As far as the car seat setup is concerned, you've got 2 sets of lower anchors and then 3 tether anchors across the back. So, pretty typical. Okay, let's take a look at our trunk. It's so cool. Okay, great trunk space back here. Obviously no 3rd row. They stopped making the 3rd row Santa Fe in 2019 when the Palisade came out. So this is our trunk space. We've got a little bit of extra storage down here, a really tiny little side cubby. Again, Harman Kardon speakers into the back as well. I'm liking it. We've got a trunk light, so that's nice. Let's see how the stroller fits. I don't have my Vista today because I forgot all my stuff. So we're borrowing our cousin's. This is called a Chico Bravo. Looks to be about the same size as mine though. And I mean, it fits great. This is cool. Power seats from the trunk. That's super easy. Look at that cargo space, ladies. So I haven't talked about the drive a lot. I like how the car drives. I think it handles really well. I think it brakes really well. I do think it lags a little bit on the acceleration. It kind of has like that classic 4-cylinder feel to it, but it's okay. Overall, I think it's a great 5-passenger option. I love the technology. I love all the safety features. Oh, we didn't talk about the safety features. You know, we've got them all. We've got blind spot, the automated cruise control, backup camera, parking sensors, all the things. I love the amenities. I love the design. I love the front end. There's not a lot I don't like about it. I wish that middle seat was a little bit better. Besides that, good job, Hyundai. I'm a fan.
Subscribe.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a good YouTuber.
No, you're not.
Still learning. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also give this video a thumbs up and turn on the little bell icon so you never miss when I post. And if you don't want to follow me on here, go to my Instagram @thecarmom. I post a lot more tours and behind the scenes stuff there. Everyone, I hope you're having a good day. Make sure you leave a comment below about which car I should tour next.
Okay, guys, so let me get started with building my own Hyundai Santa Fe. So I'm going to select 2020 Hyundai Santa Fe, and I'm going to go down, and they've broken it into basically 4 different trim levels. The SE, the SEL, Limited, and then the Calligraphy. The SE has an MSRP of $26,800. I toured the SEL with 2 additional packages, but after kind of going through all of the different features, the SEL on its own, I don't think comes with a lot of nice bells and whistles, so you'd have to select the SEL build and then add the convenience in the premium package. And then by the time you do that, you know, you're at an MSRP of $34,000. I actually think that the Limited gives you all the features that the SEL gives you, plus some better wheels and a better engine for $38,600. So to me, since I like things like the blind spot, the surround view camera, the sunroof, the heated steering wheel, the Limited seems to give me everything plus the Turbo 4 instead of the regular 4. And I know I didn't talk about this on my tour, but when I was driving it, I did think that 4-cylinder on its own without the turbo was a little bit soft. So I'm going to select the Limited. The color options they're just okay, honestly. A lot of nice grays. That's kind of like what the Hyundai does. The blue, it's okay. It's a little bit too royal blue for my preferences. I do not care for the red at all, but I love it in white. So I'm going to stick with the white. I think it really brings out the grille nicely. So that's the one I'm going to go with. And then it brings me in here, and then I can choose my interior. So I'm going to stick, let me show you the interior. We've got black or a nice beige. I'm going to stick with the black interior. I just think it looks nice. And then I have my 2 options for my drivetrain. I'm going to stick with the 8-speed. And then there's a couple of other add-on options that you can select. Nothing really popped out at me too much, like first aid kit, carpeted floor mats. So anyway, I don't really feel a need to add anything there. So then I'm going to hit finish build. And then that brings my total MSRP to $39,700 for this car. And that gives me the Limited with the 2.5 liter turbo, quartz white with the black interior, and then that brings me to $39,700. So that's the one that I think is worth the most bang for your buck. Again, that gives me things like heated steering wheel. I have 20-inch wheel. I think the Limited only comes with 19-inch wheels, but on this one they're showing me the 20-inch wheels. Either way, the Limited gives you the bells and whistles and the better engine without totally breaking the bank. The Calligraphy Edition really just gives you a different look, but doesn't really give you that many more features. So that's my 2 cents.